Hello. I don't know what to say, and I do know what I want to say, but I didn't know how to record this. And I am going to do it in English. I am always fighting myself, like, should I do it in Spanish, should I do it in English? But it's easier for me to do it in English, so I'll make it easier for myself and do it in English. What is this about? I'm trying to say it in a way that doesn't make me sound stupid. So, let's see. I like the way I explain spirituality and like life a lot is like with the masculine energies and feminine energies, that those two have nothing to do with stereotypical masculine and feminine. It's about giving and receiving to life, to God, to people, to yourself, everything, right? Also understanding, someone gave me this example once, that the feminine is the blood and the masculine is the blood vessel, the vein or the artery or whatever, but let's just call it a blood vessel. It's the container that holds creative energy. That's how I see it. It's not that masculine energies are not necessarily not creative, but I also see it as maybe the masculine is the soil and the rock and everything that holds the trees and butterflies and birds and us, you know what I mean? And from there, everything has its own masculine and feminine side. Okay, so now that I've said that, I realized I have a fear of work, and I have a very weak masculine side, masculine container, which has led me to be unemployed for a long time, and I also have like work trauma, like just like trauma related to work. Not that something horrible happened at work, but I don't know. My point is that I am afraid of pain. I am afraid of pushing myself too hard, and past my comfort zone. In the past, too far past my comfort zone. In the past, I was very driven as a teenager, specifically. I was very driven, but it came out of a place of, for example, like, if I can divide myself into masculine and feminine, the way I would make myself do things, I would make, the way I would make myself do things would be in a way where I would guilt trip myself. I would tell myself I wasn't enough until I did that. Like, I would make myself feel like shit in order to make myself do things. And as I healed a lot and began to be softer with myself, I no longer knew how to do things in a way that wasn't toxic. So doing a little bit too much, pushing myself, I saw it as bad. And I didn't realize that until a few days ago, maybe like yesterday, not even a few days ago, last night. I think the day before yesterday, I had a moment. It was more than a moment, it was pretty long, but I felt like, and I saw it, like, I felt like my soul died and came back to life. And I felt, for a few moments, my body felt entirely empty, and it was just my mind. It was just my mind. I wanted to say me and my mind, but it was just my mind. And I was just crying and begging my soul. It's like, where are you? I had my eyes closed this whole time, I don't even know how this started. I don't know if I was meditating or what happened. I don't think I was even meditating, but I think I was just resting and felt like an impulse or something. I don't know. My point is that I saw myself die, almost. My soul die. And then before it came back, I could hear it tell me that if she, because my soul felt very feminine, if she were to come back, she required of me to have a stronger mind, and to create peace. Actually, in that moment, before I agreed to her terms and conditions, I'll look it up for a second in a moment. Terms and conditions, whatever. What she said, it wasn't terms and conditions, but she said, like, I needed to have a stronger mind. And I needed to care more of my mental health and stop allowing myself to go into negative holes. And that I need to be stronger for myself. So let me just show you the thing I wrote in that moment. Where is it? I think it's here. No, it's not here. Where did I put it? I don't know. My point is that she said, like, wealth and the things that you have in this life are very linked to the universe and your purpose. So it's almost like that's given to you, because it's part of your purpose. She said the work of the mind, which is also the masculine, the mind. We can also see the body as the feminine. I see the soul as the feminine. But yeah, I'm not here to teach. I'm just here to share. By the way, I don't look better like that. What was I gonna say? The mind was in charge of stability in here, and maybe physically as well, and peace. Interestingly enough, I would think that peace would be the soul's work, but not really, because when you're at peace, it's because your mind is at peace. Interesting. For me, everything I'm saying has to do with me, okay? Take everything with a hefty grain of salt, please. And what was the last thing? Oh, and the soul was in charge of beauty. So, of seeing the beauty in things. And, well, basically, I said, yes, please, come back into my body. I cannot live like this. What the heck? And, well, yeah, I've been changing ever since. Like, I took my promise I took it to heart. And I wrote the things that I needed to do. Figure out how to let go of nasty thought patterns. Read more, like psychology, self-help. Gather more knowledge on how to have a peaceful mind. Because I've been working on my feminine, my soul, a lot. That side of me is stronger. However, it's like, this is an analogy I gave myself, it's like trying to run the latest iOS on, like, the first iPhone. You know what I mean? It's like, the software is really strong, but the hardware is not doing it. And that's what's going on with me right now. The other thing I wrote is Western meditation, so, like, I'm using I got a free trial. I'm using the Headspace app, which I love, and it really helps my mind. It's like, I can go deeper. I meditate in different ways with, like, yoga and plant medicine, but that's really good for, like, day to day. My mind needs to chill. It's good. Like, to cut the negative thought patterns, like, and not let them grow. Therapy, which eventually I put BetterHelp in brackets, and journaling, exclamation point. And I signed underneath. And I wrote push on the top. which I've been scared to do. As I told you, I've been scared of hurting myself because I guess in the past and maybe in other lives, probably most likely in other lives as well, I really pushed myself to the point of it was just hurting myself. And but yeah, in this life I did that. So how is my progress looking? This is day one. This is day one, step one. Basically, I just changed my mindset. I am really working on being able to work consistently. And this might sound super silly to anyone that works already and has a full-time job. But this is my journey, and you can mock me all you want. But basically, today I pushed myself. For example, I got a headache, which I think it's all symptoms of me wanting to self-sabotage. But I got a headache in the middle of me doing things. So today basically was about cleaning my room. I took everything out of my room and moved everything, redecorated in a way, and I needed to do laundry, which I needed to do by hand, so it was harder. And what else? Yeah, and that's basically what I did. But like halfway through, at like 3 p.m., I was like, I can't keep going. I don't want to keep going. I have a headache, and that I noticed that with everything that I have done in the past, no matter how much I liked it at the beginning, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't go all the way, and I'm realizing why. And I have my journal all over there with all the reasons. Maybe I should record that as well. Oh, it's right here. Let's see. So, one second. I don't think I have all the reasons here, but point is, I want to just read you one thing. No, this is actually about something else. Okay, oh, it's here. What I wanted to show you earlier. This, what I told you about material wealth, purpose, the universe, stability and peace, the mind and beauty, the soul. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. But yeah, that's it. Day one, I also cleaned my room. So basically, I pushed myself today to be stronger. And I was telling myself, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You're not hurting yourself. I have a very big fear of hurting myself. I guess I traumatized myself with this, with all those things. I hope that wasn't triggering, and if it was, I'm sorry. But yeah, I cleaned my room I made tea of, how's that called? Cinnamon tea, and I how do you say that? Mop the floor with cinnamon tea. Apparently, I looked up like spiritual meaning of cinnamon. It's all about financial success, and I was like, wow, what a coincidence. And other little things happened. So I'm gonna read you something and let that be that. Also trying to be more vulnerable, which is another big reason why pushing scares me, because it makes me feel very vulnerable with life. So, if you can't enjoy life alone, you cannot enjoy it at all. That was good. You cannot enjoy life alone. You cannot enjoy it at all. And As much as the material world can be shit sometimes, this is as good as it gets. Every time, your present moment is as good as it gets, because your environment could change entirely in the next hour, tomorrow perhaps. You could be living something entirely different. You could be living your dream physically, but your perspective of life is going to be exactly the same. So your experience of life right this second is as good as it gets. My experience of life right this second is as good as it gets. And unless I change and grow and get out of my comfort zone, expand, then my perception might change and I'd be more healed, blah, blah, blah. But this is as good as it gets, and that's a good thing. And that's it. Take everything I said with a grain of salt. This is my journey, not yours.